Today we will continue with the chapter The Structure of the Atom. It is part 2nd of lesson 4, video 12 of class 8th chemistry. In previous video we discussed about the electron and the proton. That the electron discovered by J.J. Thomson and proton discovered by Eugen Goldstein. Today we will continue with the third subatomic particle, the neutron. We learned that one particle that can account for the mass of an atom, the proton. The electron has negligible mass. But in case of hydrogen, it was found that mass of the atom is greater than the mass of proton. Further, unaccountable mass means mass of atom minus mass of proton. Sometimes mass of an atom is either equal or multiple of the mass of proton. Then it is suggested that an atom must contain one more kind of particle which should have same mass of proton but no electric charge on it. These particles were named as neutron. These neutron, they should be electrically neutral. Neutrons was observed during nuclear reaction. In 1932, James Chadwick bombarded the element of beryllium with alpha particle. Alpha particle are helium ions with double positive charge. He observed that the beryllium changed to carbon and neutrons are emitted in the reaction. In the reaction, beryllium, when bombarded with alpha particle, it releases or change into carbon and release neutron. See here, alpha particle bombardment showing in this diagram on the beryllium, then neutron releases. When these are passed through paraffin wax, another material or substance, then proton are formed. Through the detector, they come to know about this reaction. Charge on the nucleus. Neutron are electrically neutral, so zero charge. But mass of neutron is same as proton in some cases. One unified mass. The discovery of the nucleus. The concept of the nucleus given by Ernest Rutherford in 1911. And the idea is based on the result of the experiment, alpha particle scattering experiment, done by Ernest Rutherford. Rutherford bombarded a thin gold foil with alpha particles. Alpha particles are emitted by radioactive substances like radium and polonium. He observed and concluded that most of the alpha particle went straight through the foil. This explained by the fact that they were not attracted or repelled by any particle. In other words, the atom is mostly empty. Some of these particles deviate slightly from their path. This shows that they were repelled to a small extent by some positive charge. Very few of the particles, the one off at the center, almost retrace their path. This means that they were strongly repelled by a small positively charged body at the center of the atom. This positively charged body is called nucleus. Since we know electron has negligible mass, the mass of atom is concentrated in the nucleus. So Rutherford also theorized that electron revolve around the nucleus at large distance. Due to this, nuclear model emerged. How are subatomic particles placed in the atom? We know mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. Mass of the electron is negligible, but mass of proton and neutron is equal to one unified mass. So proton and neutron must reside in the nucleus. But remember, hydrogen atom contain only proton and no neutron. The nucleus of atom is positively charged due to the presence of proton. In 1913, Niels Bohr presented the atomic model. According to him, electrons revolve around the nucleus in their own orbit, just as planets do in the solar system. Number of subatomic particles in an atom. Atomic number and mass number. Atomic number or proton number symbolized as Z, and Z is taken from the word Zahl of German. It means number. Mass number, it is symbolized as capital A, Otto Magnitude. It also taken from the German. Now what is atomic number or proton number? Atomic number or proton number of an element is the number of proton present in the nucleus of an atom. Mass number, sum of number of proton and number of neutrons in an atom, is known as the mass number of an atom. An atom is electrically neutral. Why? Because number of electrons always equal to number of protons. So, the number of electron also equal to atomic number. Number of protons also equal to atomic number. Now, number of neutron we can find out by subtracting atomic number from the mass number of the given element. Means capital A minus capital Z. Nuclide symbol. Nuclide symbol of an atom is the symbol of element with atomic number as subscript and mass number as a superscript. For example, magnesium, atomic number 12, mass number 24, which are set to the left of the symbol of the element. Number of electrons in magnesium 12. Number of proton in magnesium 12. Number of neutron, mass number minus atomic number, that is equal to 12. So, by nuclide symbol, you come to know about number of proton, neutron present in the given element, and you can find out number of neutrons by subtracting atomic number from mass number. How electrons are arranged? According to Bohr model, the electron revolve around the nucleus in the shell called K, L, M, N and so on. These are the electronic shell in which electrons are present. They named in this order starting from the inner shell, that is K, then second shell L, third M, fourth N and so on. In these shells, electron filled and follow some rules. In first shell, it has capacity to fill 2 electron. In second, 8, third, 8, fourth, 18 and so on. In this way, we know that first shell, it can fill 2 electron only, not 3. In L, it fill 8 electrons, not more than 8. Similarly with the other shells. Examples: hydrogen 1 and 1, atomic number 1, mass number 1, and this is the structure of hydrogen. In the center, proton equal to 1 and neutron is 0 in hydrogen, and 1 electron is present in K shell. So, number of electrons in hydrogen equal to 1. Z for atomic number. Similarly, number of proton present in hydrogen 1. Then number of neutron present in hydrogen, formula we know, mass number minus atomic number. So mass number of hydrogen is 1. 1 minus atomic number 1 equal to 0. Now see the structure of oxygen. Atomic number of oxygen 8, mass. So see the diagram. Number of electrons in oxygen equal to number of atomic number equal to 8. The number of proton in oxygen 8. Number of neutron in oxygen equal to mass number minus atomic number, and mass number is given 16. Mass number 16 minus 8, the number of neutron 8. In the given structure you can see in K shell 2 electrons are filled, and L shell how many are filled? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and total electrons 8. Another example of potassium. Atomic number 19, mass number 39. So its configuration is 2, 8, 8, 1. Means in K shell 2 electrons are filled. In L 8, M 8, N 1. In this way we draw the structure and fill the electron inside it. Now how many electrons are present in potassium? Number of electrons 19. Number of proton 19. Then we can find out number of neutrons present in potassium. Mass number minus atomic number, and mass given is 39. So 39 minus 19. Number of neutron present in potassium 20. Ions. Now we will discuss about ions. An atom is electrically neutral, we know, because the charge of the proton is balanced by the charge on the electron. Now what happens when an atom loses or gains an electron? If an atom loses electron, it will get positively charged. For example, lithium. In lithium, 3 proton and 3 electrons are present. Third electron, which is present in L shell, it can be loses by the lithium. When loses electron from its outer shell, it acquire positively charged and it become lithium positive ion. Similarly, we take another example of sodium. Here atomic number 11, mass number 23. When we draw the atomic structure, number of proton and electrons are same. So, first K shell, 2 electrons are present. L shell, 8 electrons are present. M shell, 1 electron is present. So, sodium has capability to lose 1 electron from its outer shell. When it loses its outer electron, it possesses positively charged and it becomes sodium positive ion. On the other hand, when any element it gain electron from other, it will possess negatively charged. For example, chlorine. In case of chlorine, proton and electrons are 17. And in outer shell, 7 electrons are present. To complete its outer octet, it need 1 electron. So it gain 1 electron from other element. Then it become chlorine negative. Mean it chlorine negative ion formation is there. The reason for positively charged when any element lose electron, because proton number exceed than electron. That's why it acquired positively charged. In case of gain of electron, why any element possesses negatively charged? Because number of electron present in that element exceed than the proton. Due to loss or gain of electron, compound formation is there. Sodium and chlorine oppositely charged, when get together they form sodium chloride compound. Sodium chloride. In this way, number of compounds are formed due to loss or gain of the electron by different ions of the element. Objective questions. Choose the correct option. Which of the following is an electrically neutral particle? Choice is given: the electron, the proton, the neutron, the alpha particle. Correct answer is the neutron. Second, the particle with -1 unit of electrical charge is the electron, the proton, the neutron, the alpha particles. So correct answer is the electron. negatively charged particle. Third, which of the following particle will pass undeviated through an electric field? Electron, proton, neutron, alpha particle. Correct option is neutron. Fourth, the atom of which of the following element has only one proton? Hydrogen, helium, sodium, neon. Correct answer is hydrogen. Which of the following atom will have the same number of electron, proton and neutron? Choices: carbon 6, atomic number, mass number 12. Sodium, atomic number 11, mass number 23. Phosphorus, atomic number 15, mass number 31. Chlorine, atomic number 17, mass number 35. Correct option is carbon 612. Sixth, which of the following atoms has an odd number of neutron? Boron 511, nitrogen 714, sodium 1123, phosphorus 1531. So correct is nitrogen 714. Phillips, the mass of the cathode ray particle is dash variable. Fixed. Second, mass of anode ray particle is variable because anode ray particle get affected by the presence of gas inside the discharge tube. The mass of atom except that of hydrogen dash be explained without considering neutron. So correct option cannot. An atom has the same number of electron, protons and neutron if the mass number is dash atomic number of the element. Correct answer is double. So fifth one, complete the following table. They have given element, atomic mass, mass number, number of electron, protons and neutron. First case they have given sodium and they have given mass number and number of electrons, and we know number of electrons equal to number of protons. So proton will be 11 and we know electron and proton both numbers are equal to atomic number. So it will be 11 and neutron A minus Z, mass number minus atomic number, we get neutron. Similarly with aluminium, silicon, sulfur and argon. In case of aluminium they have given atomic number and number of neutron. Atomic number it means 13, then number of electron will be 13, proton will be 13, and in case of mass number we will plus 13 plus 14, it will be 27. Silicon given 28 mass number and 14 proton, it means electron will be 14, atomic number will be 14, and neutron how we will find out? 28 minus 14, then neutron will be 14. Sulfur 16 given, then 16 neutron they have given. So electron proton same like atomic number 16 16. So we will plus neutron with proton number or with atomic number, we get mass number 32. Argon 40 and 22. So from 40 we will subtract for 22. When we subtract it, we get 18. Atomic number is 18, number of electron is 18, number of proton is 18. True, false. An atom must contain the same number of proton and neutron. False. An electron is an extranuclear particle. True. It is present in the shell, not inside the nucleus. An alpha particle is positively charged. True. Cathode rays are a stream of electrons. Yes, true it is. Anode rays are a stream of protons. True. Now for the revision practice, Table 4.2, you have to learn 1 to 20 elements and you have to draw atomic structure of all 20 elements in the notebook and revise the chapter. In next video, we will discuss question answers. Thank you.